it's Brooke here. I just kind of had a thought. I'm here at the car wash and I was vacuuming my car and I was thinking, like, what in the world does it have to take for people to make a change in their life? Whether it would be for anything, whether it be a job or whether they're health and fitness or finances or anything. Like, what does it take? And I was thinking, like, did I ever have something like that happen to me where I actually had to, like, stand up and just like really make a change? And I was thinking, and I don't have a huge weight loss story at all. Like, I'm just the average girl who needs accountability with keeping balance in her life, because I love to drink beer and I like hamburgers and hot dogs and brats and chips and all of that stuff, but I'm just a girl who needs balance and structure in her life and accountability. So that's why I signed up to be a coach. That's why I got my very first challenge group, is because I need that sense of community and support. So I was thinking back to a time where I just needed to make a change. Like, when was that time? And I remember back in high school, like, I was a competitive cheerleader and I loved being athletic and I had a ton of energy, and it was easy for me to keep the weight off. I was probably like a size 0, size 1, and weight was never an issue for me. Like, my clothes fitting was never really an issue for me, and feeling good, I had that built-in structure with organized sports. And I never really thought about food, because I mean, when you're that busy with a structured athletic program, you don't think about like gaining weight really, or you don't think about eating salads or eating a balanced diet. You're just like, I'm a high schooler, like, this is what I do and whatever. So this was me freshman year of college. I was probably like a size 0, probably like 102 pounds. And by the end of college, about more than halfway through college, I was probably about 125, 130. And that was so devastating to me, because when I would go home on the weekends, I had no pants to wear. Like, you pull out those pants and you're just like, only if I could shave off like half my thigh, or only if I could just like get my butt into these jeans. And I'm a small girl and I hold all my weight in my booty and my thighs. So when I couldn't fit into my jeans, that was just like so devastating. And I was like, I need to make a change. Like, what in my life am I doing that this keeps adding up? And number one, I didn't have any fitness in my life at all, because I was a full-time college student and I didn't have any money to do anything. And my roommates and all my friends, you just party and you stay up really late and you eat junk food. So that's what I did. I followed the group. And I got the first job that I was offered because I needed to work during school. My dad would not let me not work, so I had to pay my rent and do all that, and I had to pay for gas. So I was like, well, I'm going to be a waitress. So I worked at IHOP. And as I was trying on those jeans and as I was like not fitting into anything, I was just like so devastated. And it's a mental game you play with yourself. And I'm like, what in my life is not working together that this is how I feel in? And it was the place that I was working at. It was the environment. I didn't realize all of the crappy crap that I was eating was adding up. And it was to the point where I was so addicted to pancakes and so addicted to carbs and sugar and syrup. And I was a broke college student, so I just brought home food from work. I just ate IHOP, so I just had chicken strips and waffles, and there's no vegetables. Like, you guys, I never ate vegetables ever before I became a coach and got my first challenge group. Like, I never even knew that I had to eat 4 servings of vegetables a day. Like that, I was like, 4 servings? And so everything was adding up, and I was like, what do I need to change to like get rid of this weight? Because it's not me. Like, it's not me. I want to be athletic. I want to be outside. Like, I want to have fun. I want to feel good about myself. And I kept blaming it on so many other things, when really it's like, Brooke, get your shit together. You need to dial it in and figure out why you feel this way. And it was all because of my job. Like, my environment was a huge part of what made me miserable. And so I had to make an adjustment. So I was like, I need to quit my job. That is where so much of my addiction came from, was just being addicted to all that food, because that's what I was around, that's what I kept eating. So I was like, what in my life can I do to make a change that will help me be who I want to be? So I quit my job and I got a job at Subway. If you guys know me, I'm a sandwich artist. I was a sandwich artist in high school. I had a job all through high school because I had to work. and I worked at Subway, and so I quit IHOP and I went back working at Subway when I was in college, and I lost all the weight and I started walking, and I went to school in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the Packers play, and I didn't have any extra money to work out or anything, and I didn't even know where to start. I was like such a hot mess. I broke up with my boyfriend, and it was just like, ah! So I started walking around every night I got off of work at Subway. Like, I would eat salads and just try and drink like a ton of water and balance my diet. I would walk around Lambeau Field all by myself, and it was probably super dangerous, but it was the only thing that I could do to like get outside, get fresh air, and just relieve all that pain and stress and just feel better about myself. And eventually the compound effect started working. I eventually lost that weight. By the time I graduated, I think I was down to like a size 3, and I started feeling better about myself. And then I started incorporating, being healthy and incorporating getting out and walking and fresh air and structure. Then I joined a gym, and it didn't really work for me. I didn't really know what in the hell I was doing at the gym. I just knew what a treadmill was, and I knew what weights were, but I don't know. Anyways, fast forward, and then I signed up to join a challenge group because I could work out at home, get fit with these crazy workout programs that I seen on TV. So I was like, hell, if these people can have a 6-pack, like, why can't I? Like, why can't I feel that good? And, they advertised meal plans and Shakeology, and I was like, well, maybe this is my thing. Maybe this is it. I don't have to leave my house because I live like 30 minutes out of town, and in the winter we get a shit ton of snow, so it's like I'm not waking up early to go to the gym. Like, I'd rather get a sweat session in 25 to 30 minutes at home, drink my Shakeology and be done for it, and then just get on with my day. And that's a little bit about my story. That is kind of my balance, my thing that has worked for me. I shut out all the environmental things that were really getting to my head. I started eliminating shit that was just adding up, just all this drama, all this stress, and if you sit down and you think like what my life can change environmentally, you can make the change. Like, you don't have to wait for shit to happen. If you sit there and wait for stuff to happen, it's going to take forever, and you're never ever going to see change ever. And most importantly, after I made that job switch change, it was my mindset. I became like just energized, and I became happier, and I just kept on with it, and I tried to find a balance that would really work for me. And eventually, what is it? I had my 10-year class reunion. So it's been 9 years since I quit IHOP. 9 years that I gained that 130 or 30 pound weight gain. And I've kept it off, but it's been a struggle. It's been just a journey. So when people are like, why can't I do that right now? You're not going to do it. It's a journey. Like, you do make these simple disciplines every single day, and you figure out what's working and what's not, and what the hell you need to get rid of, and what you need to bring into your life to create a balance. That's where it's at. So I challenge you guys to sit down and just jot out on a piece of paper, like, what in my life isn't matching up to where I want to be. And that's where it all starts. It's all environmental, whether you think it or not, because you will never be able to follow a balanced diet, follow a fitness program for a while. You may be able to do it for a week, for 2 days, but you have all this environmental shit that's just holding you back. So figure out your stuff, make a plan, commit, and it's your life. There's no ending point. So if you guys need help, message me. I love you. Bye.